I used to live at 173 Perry, and I
Yeah. So
love
like,
this.
hello.
You have a listing now at Superior Inc., which is
Yeah.
also an amazing
It's an
building.
amazing
I'll help
building.
you sell that. There you
Thank you.
go. But
Okay.
it's at
Find me
Superior Inc.
someone.
is great. Like
It's
yeah,
great.
I'm all
I
about like
actually
the
just
west
went
side
to
of
that restaurant,
Boston.
Perry Street, the other. It's
It's
still
so
so
funny. I
good.
know.
Yeah.
Living there
Like,
was great
it's
at the
great.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And I actually love, I mean, I wanted to, I swear I would never move uptown, but it's, I love living uptown, but I
Yeah.
love Steve's One High Line. Like if I was going to live downtown, I love that
I
building.
think that One High Line hasn't even reached its full glory or potential. Like, watch when the Faina opens and people like see it as a destination and want to go there.
Yeah,
I think that'll be great.
it's beautiful
Also like
inside.
the Gold Coast, there's a new building now. It's the first new building in 50 years on Lower Fifth that's coming up.
Oh,
Like, I think,
wow.
yeah, I think that's really
Where's that going to
special.
be?
It's on 9th
Oh,
and 5th. Yeah,
it's brand
and
new.
it's brand new.
Oh,
Robert
wow.
Amsterdam being
Oh,
sold completely quietly off market, but like that's special.
interesting.
There's nothing like that. That'll never happen again.
That will go really fast.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
And
It's gonna
how,
happen
yeah,
again.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't, they had
it
this
is.
space. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Do
You're like, I
you,
want that.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. You see, it's telling you I am obsessed with New York. I
Yeah.
look at Street Easy to fall asleep at night often just to relax.
Right.
What is there something that is up and coming in New York? Like, is it, we
By the way,
had,
so what you just said is so interesting. I tell all
yeah,
everyone now is reaching out to me like, I want to be in real estate in New York. I'm like, do you realize that most New Yorkers look at Street Easy? Do you know what I mean? To relax, like whether they're in finance or marketing or advertising, whatever industry they're in, they're reading Curb, they're on Street Easy, they
yes,
read Cranes, they know what the real deal is. So like, to be an agent, you have to be like better than that, which is a
yeah,
very high bar, right? In LA, they're all reading like Hollywood Reporter and Variety.
yes.
They're not reading the real deal. So it's like okay to be in real estate. Here, you really have to like set a very different tone. What was the question? Is there anything trend like?
Yeah, yeah. Well, also because here, it is true. Different cities here, when you meet someone, go on a date, whatever, it literally is like, where do you live in New York? Like when I was watching the show, I was trying to figure out like, where was your apartment then?
Yeah.
When
I talk about it. I show
when
it.
Jordan
Right.
came over, I was like, oh, okay, I can get an impression. Like you just
Yeah.
want to know where people live.
Yeah. It's the industry. I mean, we are dominated by the finance and real estate industry. So like everyone knows a little bit. So you have to be extraordinarily high level here to like succeed, not just be like, honest and authentic and all the things that make a good salesperson. You also have to like know your real estate stuff. You really do.
Like, is there anything? When would they build like Hudson, yards? Like, is there like anything like still
that I'm excited about? I mean, look, I
or like a good
sold it
deal?
220 Central Park South, which I think is just this really special building. I think people don't
Amazing.
understand why it's so special. They think, oh, like it has it has a lot of the same amenities that everything else has. I think the unspoken about amenity is the people that work there. Like I'm just a broker. I can't live there. I can't afford to live there even. But when I go, the staff remembers that I like, an oat milk cappuccino with extra water, and they just know, and it's ready for me. So I think those like that makes it extraordinarily unique and special. Obviously, there's a John George restaurant and all of that. There are two buildings that are similar to that are coming up on Madison Avenue. One is going to be built by Related, and one is built by Extel. So they're both about 4 years out on Madison and 59th, right there. So like I would almost argue a slightly better location, but same caliber of building or that they're, anticipating that they'll build. So yeah, I would look at
Did you
those.
get park views?
Obviously, I'll get park
'Cause
views.
it's hard
yeah.
to picture. Wow.
Yeah, you won't get those like center
Interesting.
park views, but you'll get those beautiful
Yeah.
angular park views, which are even honestly really special. And sunsets to the west are really beautiful. I think that like for most people also who work on Midtown East or sort of function and live on the Upper East Side, I think kids go to school on the Upper East Side, camps. When you go to the Hamptons, you're going on the FDR. So I think like having a building like that that can exist on Madison Avenue
Yeah.
will be a complete game changer.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
they're both gonna be right near each other?
They're both gonna be right near each other.
Interesting.
Mhm.
You're getting me
Yeah.
excited about a lot of
See?
things
That's
here today.
okay.
Interesting. But listen, at 220 Central Park, it's gorgeous, that building. I
Just
live near there, and when you walk by, like, just the way they have the green limestone, it's
I
really
mean, it's
nice.
so special, and it's even more so when you go in and you interact with them and get to actually spend time there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You mentioned you're a big reality TV fan. You mentioned like RHONY and like what
Yeah.
about you? Would you ever I mean, look, where is RHONY now? We've had 2 seasons. We're talking about a reboot. Like if we take Bravo and
Ugh,
Netflix out of it and it could all work out and
yeah,
contracts and
dream world.
right, like just let's take all of that. But like,
Yeah.
would you ever want to be a housewife on
I always
RHONY?
said it's so funny, like, if you'd asked me, like, 5 years ago, would you ever be I would be like, I'd be a Jersey housewife because like, I like that franchise. I like the women on it. I think they have fun. I think they get, like they know what the assignment is, and, there's culture and family to it, right? There's, like whether it's, like, Italian culture, even, like, Jewish culture. I don't know, to me, RHONY, like, never really hit the spot. Even the old RHONY, I know people, like, love it so much. I think that what's challenging in New York is to find women who are of a certain wealth bracket who are actually willing to be on a reality show, right? So
Totally.
it's like towing the line and finding someone kind of just there, but maybe not really there. And it's sort of like my same criticism of like Sex in the City, where it's like the Jewish girl. Do you know what I mean? Where's like the
Yeah.
Jewish mafia of the Upper East Side? Like I want those women on TV, and I think unfortunately a lot of them probably won't do it. Um, I agree with both sentiments. I agree that it needed a reboot. I don't like the I don't think that the what do you think? I mean, you talk about this more than I do. I think that there are moments of the reboot that I love and that I think are like fun, but I don't know that like I believe that these women were actually friends with each other. That's the honest to God truth. I don't believe that they were friends with each other, or that there's much of a history there.
Yeah, I agree with
So,
everything you said. I mean,
yeah.
I liked the original RHONY. Listen, I have said on this show so many times that yes, the real money of New York doesn't want to be on TV.
Yeah.
But when we were rebooting it, to me, it was such a chance to get like I want to see Gossip Girl for how
Totally.
I want to
I
see
agree. And
the
by the way,
woman who's on the
there
board
are
of a
some that
charity.
exist. Like I
Yeah,
have clients like it, and I'm like, I'm thinking about like new money or international money. Like
yeah,
there is a world where that does come on television, I believe. I don't know.
yeah.
So and yeah, I love the original look, the original Roni, like Jill, Bethany, like I go with.
Luann and
That
the
was so
Bushes. I
funny.
mean, Ramona, love her, hate her.
Morocco, whatever, that
Yeah,
was great. But it did get, I will say, it got to a point where it was like none of them were actually housewives.
right.
You know, it became less and less aspirational.
Yeah.
So, um, I don't I don't know what they do. Would I ever do it? It just would depend. Like I really believed my show. Like I believed in my cast. We had a real history. I thought it was going to be fun. I would do it, and I like that. Like it's my strength, which is real estate. Like I would never do a dating show because I have no effing idea what I'm doing when it comes to dating.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, but like maybe a housewife. I mean, housewife show seems like kind of fun. All you do is like hang out and travel and like talk shit with your friends. But again, like you'd actually have to be friends with them. So I don't know.
And you would have to fight. I mean, we fight over cheese, we fight over
Yeah,
this. Like you have drama on selling the
the
city, but
city.
it's
Yeah.
over real estate. This would just be drama, drama.
I say this over and over again. I think that like women are the most incredible gender. We are detail oriented and strategic and smart. Like, trust me, we meet a guy, like we can find out we're like PIs. We can find out
I like
every
this.
single thing about a guy within minutes and who he's with. Like, I know. I always tell a guy, don't ever lie to me because I know. I already know. I'm not even like, I'm asking you because I know. But conflict resolution is just something that like women aren't inherently taught. We don't like go to like, wrestling when we're kids. We don't get to like beat each other up and just like move on.
Right.
So I think like what these shows have like thrived off of is the inability of women to like resolve conflict in a very like linear